AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. It's been a challenging year for the semiconductor company. Are they about to turn it around? Because Nvidia has taken the world by storm, but can AMD fight back? Yes, indeed, AMD needs to bounce back and quickly, because the last year it's been disastrous for this company. In this video, we'll discuss AMD. We'll have a check out the business model and the company itself. Then we're going to have a look at why has AMD stock dropped over the last year, what has been the issues they've had in the company. Then we look at two positives and two negatives for the future growth of this business. Then we will look at the financials, baby. Yes, that's what you're here for, the stock analysis. We're going to check out all the metrics of return on invested capital, free cash flow, all the likes, all the stuff that makes the moolah for this company. We'll see where that's all at. And if you stick right to the end, we will give you the intrinsic value of the stock. Yes, indeed, a lot to pack in. Let's get to it. It's not financial advice. Do your own research before you invest into any stock. But let's get to it. Welcome to Barry Charles. Yes, guys and gals, welcome back to the best finance channel in the world. Let's get to it. What is happening with AMD? Is the financials leading up to the greatness of a return to the greatness, or will they stick in despair? Well, first of all, we're going to check out the business model, what's happening around the company itself. What does the company actually as a business do for the people that need to know? Let's check that out right here, right now. So AMD is a semiconductor company that basically works with chips and processing. So that's simplified, but they specialize in the high performance in the computing space, graphics, visualization technologies. It competes primarily with Intel and CPUs and NVIDIA and the GPUs. So AMD's business model revolves around designing cutting-edge processors for various markets, including gaming, data centers, and artificial intelligence. So that's basically a nutshell what AMD is about. Basically helping out AI revolution, helping out you with your gamings with the Sony PlayStation and the likes, and helping out computer technologies in the background. So that's basically what they do. That's what the semiconductor space is all about. So what is a little bit of a niggly point at the moment is that AMD has outsourced a lot of the manufacturing to TSMC, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. So is that a good thing? The good thing is the fabrication process is a lot quicker there, so that speeds up things, but there could be issues in the future, and we'll talk about it soon. But yeah, basically AMD is into the chip manufacturing and into processing factors of your computers. So that's where they're at. But let's have a look at why AMD has crashed and burned in 2024, down 30%. Will 2025 be a better year for them? So far hasn't looked so rosy, but is it time for a change? Well, they've floundered for too long. It's time to get going. Yes, well, first of all, let's have a look why this has not been a great value proposition the last year is the slowing down of the PC demand. Yes, they had extraordinary highs from, say, 2019 to 2021, but then all since then it's been crash and burn for a lot of companies like this because the numbers were astronomical at the time, but it's dropped down. Not saying it hasn't built up a late, it definitely has built up a late, but NVIDIA has taken a lot of that away, and they're taken away from Intel as well. So that is the problem. AMD was one of the top dogs, and now it's dropping down the pecking order. It'll need to push up. It really need to get moving going forward. So yes, the Ryzen processors have been in less demand. They were expecting that to be a lot better, and it just hasn't worked out for them. And also, the AI competition and the unmet expectations on the company is why the price is down. Yes. Despite optimism to start off with, the AI chips, the MI300 series, lagged way behind NVIDIA's And investors were expecting rapid growth, and they got stale or even going downhill, and that is not what you want as an investor, and that's why the stock has not been dancing forwards in 2024. Now, what can they do for 2025 to make it even better? Well, let's have a look what AMD is trying to do to improve positive. So I'm going to look at two positives for growth for this company going forward, and then I'm going to look at two negatives for you, so you get an idea of where potentially the company's issues are and where the good things are for this company. So yes, AMD, one thing that will help them grow exponentially is obviously the AI and data center expansion. AMD's M1300 or MI300 is growing pretty quickly in enterprises around the world, especially in the cloud AI. If they can continue to grow that sector with the data center segments, it's a huge growth opportunity for this company. If they can continue to see strong demand for AMD's EPX servers processors, then you will see the world be a better place for AMD. Another positive for the growth of this company is that they will continue to work on customizing their chips and gaming. So AMD does have a dominance in the space in terms of Sony, PlayStation, and Microsoft, in terms of they are the main ones for their processings in those consoles, but they've got some work to do to continue to make that the number one high performance gaming things, to continue to get the revenue streams, because other companies could be looking to take over their spots at some point. We will see. Expansion. Yes, they need to expand, folks. This is where you need to see something. Improve the chips horizon. This is where you could see growth for AMD. But where can you see some negative growth for this company? Yes, negative. Fierce competition. Absolutely. The video has just blown them out of the park. There's no two ways about it. They're blowing way past. Intel was the king, say 20 years ago. AMD came in and then they took over from Intel. But not say super duper like Intel was. But then all of a sudden, NVIDIA comes along and boom, boom, shoot out the gate, game over. Yes. So NVIDIA has really taken over the space, and they've just accelerated AI at full force. Intel also remains a manufacturing conglomerate, that they have a lot more places where they can make the chips. So that's why they're still in the game, but they just are not making the profitability that NVIDIA is making. So yes, what does this mean for this company? The problem is also they got a reliance on Taiwan now, the TSMC company, for a lot of their processing. It really does make it issue if there is tariffs with Trump coming in. That is the issues going forward for this company. All their profits can just get wiped out by tariffs. So that is the issue they're having at the moment at AMD. Can they turn it around, bounce back? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to check out the financials now. We're going to do a deep dive into the stock analysis, and then right at the end of the video, I'll give you the intrinsic value of this company. What is actually happening right now, potentially in the intrinsic value space? Well, let's get to it. AMD stock analysis. Yes, well, AMD at the moment is roughly $115 at time of recording. The last 5 years has not been smooth sailing for the company. I mean, they've gone up 90% in 5 years, which is not bad, but compared to all the other stuff, it's not been good. But down 30% this in the last year. So 30% down, it's not good. 52-week range as high as $227, folks. Woohoo! Down 106. So that is where the company is at the moment. If you bought at 227, good luck to you. Hopefully they'll turn it around, but there's a lot of work to be done there. Earnings per share is 4.73. The PE ratio above 24. No dividend. The short interest is very low at 3%, so this company's probably not going anywhere. Market cap 185 billion. Shares outstanding 106 billion, which has been a bit steady of late, but they have been rising most of the time, so hopefully they will start to go the other way soon. In terms of AMD's return on invested capital, 2.8%. So they don't give you anything there. Free cash flow of 2.4 billion. up nicely, up 100% on the year before. So they are doing some positive things out there for you folks. So it's not all doom and gloom with the stock. So very positive, but let's have a look at the revenue and net profit and see if there's some chinks in the armor here. So AMD's revenue has been a little bit choppy, 25.7 billion, then 22.6 billion the year before, and then 23 billion. So it's gone a little bit like that. So not consistent. But what's consistent is the last 3 quarters, 5.8, 6.8, 7.6. So that is impressive in the revenue stakes. That's good. Net income, again, another one of the choppy ones here, 1.64 billion from 854 million the year before, then 1.32 billion. That's why the stock is just going. But it's a double up from the year before, so you could get excited there. And it also, with the net profit being all over the show, 482 million now, 771 the quarter before, and then 265 million. So that's why choppy, not smooth up. That's what AMD needs to do, get that smooth up acceleration to get people excited about investing in the stock. Total assets are 69 billion, up a little bit from 67 billion the year before. The total liabilities is nice and low at 11.6, a little decrease on the year before. So impressive there into the total assets, and to me that means it's a good thing to buy. So yes, they need to work on the bottom line. They're obviously going to work on their chips and get more and more sales growth out there, find ways to create more revenue is what AMD needs to do moving forward to be considered a top stock. At the moment, they are floundering and will need a lot of work to get themselves up to date with the big dogs like this. Well, we've got to do the intrinsic value here now. Yes, we're going to look at the intrinsic value. We're going to look at a base case for this company. We're going to look at a bear case, a base case, optimal case, fly to the moon, and somewhere out of this world numbers. Yes, I'm going to do intrinsic value for you using current share price, expected growth rate, earnings per share, and the bond yield to give you intrinsic values. Just a basic calculation just to give you an idea of where the company is at right now. You can add other metrics to it to get to where you want to be. But I thought I'd just do this for you right here, right now, just to give you an idea of where this company is sitting right now. So AMD, in terms of bear case, the company's going to go backwards and they're going to go to 2 earnings per share at growth rate of 10%, and then the stock is a $59 stock. Then if we look at a base case of 6.5, at the current share price $115 at 10%, sorry, not 6.5, at 5, you're looking at 148 stocks. So that's roughly where the stock is right now. So it is in terms of the stock, you could say it's undervalued at the current price range. If you think optimal, it's going to go up to 9 earnings per share, so double from where it is currently, at 50% growth rate, then you're looking at $361. So it's starting to get more exciting. 3x basically from here. To the moon, 15 earnings per share at 20% growth rate, you're looking at 758. And if you can say it's going to fly to the moon to 20 earnings per share, so about a 4x from here to 25%, then you're looking at a $1,200 stock. So where do I see them right now? You could argue the optimal cases there. 360, 15% average. I think that it's doable. Does this mean it's a buy? No. I don't see it doing it in a video. Let's just be honest. It's not going to do it in a video. Can you make money as a value proposition? Yes. But it'll probably be like the index as well. It could maybe a little bit better than the index, but it's not going to be out of this world. I wouldn't be, if you want the companies to make you real rich, this is not the company for you. But if you want a solid company, forget about it, not worry about the macroeconomics and everything. This company just continue to go nicely over time, then this is a stock for you. But in terms of being a game changer, AMD is not going to be a game changer. If it does, good luck to them, but AMD is not going to be a game changer. They're a nice solid company and will continue to make profits for you, but in terms of a game changer, no, there's better stocks out there for you. But anyway, that's Barry Charles for this episode, the AMD stock analysis and intrinsic value. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back each and every week just for you with finance stocks to talk about. I'll see you soon. See you at the next video.